Hello and welcome back. After an incredible 21 days at sea, from the iconic Sydney Harbour all the way to the stunning shores of Honolulu, we are finally here to give you our full honest review of our Trans-Pacific cruise aboard Royal Caribbean's Quantum of the Seas. It all started in Sydney, embarking on what would be our home for the next 3 weeks, the majestic Quantum of the Seas. Check-in was pretty simple and not too long. We opted for a large balcony cabin, and it was a fantastic size with a sleek and modern bathroom and good storage. The balcony was even bigger than standard, perfect for soaking in those views. However, we did learn a hot tip. Room locations around 660 are one to avoid if you want to sleep in, as our particular room was directly opposite a staff door where they filled ice and moved dirty dishes, which woke us up in the mornings. Also, the sofa bed made up for our daughter was quite hard and very uncomfortable, needing about 4 doubled-over doonas to make it slightly better. Let's talk food. The food was decent on the cruise. From the vast selection at the Windjammer buffet with incredible views, though sometimes it was a bit of a hunt and fight for a table, to our first dinner at sea in the main dining room. The culinary journey was a highlight. We loved the fun interactions with the staff and those unexpected entertainment moments. While the buffet always had loads of options and was generally fresh, we did find the main dining room menu repetitive. Breakfast was the same every day for 21 days, and lunch and dinner rotated on a 7-day cycle. We also didn't do any of the specialty dining as we felt the offerings weren't really worth it, especially as non-seafood eaters, which meant Wonderland wasn't for us either. Quantum of the Seas truly offers something for everyone, with activities always plentiful and the app always having loads to do. We jumped into the thrills, having a go on the iFly simulator and watching others tackle the flow rider. From dodgem cars to laser tag, there was never a dull moment. The North Star Observatory provided some truly spectacular panoramic views of the ship and ports. We attended a number of trivia sessions, Name That Tune, and other game show style activities, which were great. The activity staff were pretty good and generally energetic, trying to get people involved, and silent discos were also fun. However, bingo. We did it once and honestly, it wasn't worth the money or time. It was slow, not fun, and definitely wasn't a vibe. Every night brought a different show. The entertainment started off strong with some great productions and performances. As the cruise drew on, however, it was evident that some of the performances were not the usual shows or entertainment and felt like fillers. They were good to watch, but not always top-notch entertainment. Beyond the shows, the ship had a great vibe. Whether it was relaxing by the pool, day or night, enjoying a cocktail from the Bionic Bar, or trying our luck at bingo, there was always a spot to unwind or have a laugh. And who doesn't love coming back to a new towel animal friend each night? Living on a ship for 21 days means you find a rhythm. It really became our floating home. We figured out how to do the washing, a surprisingly important detail for a long trip like this. The cabin itself proved to be a comfortable and functional base, despite the few quirks we mentioned. For internet, we got it sporadically throughout the trip as we didn't need it every day. On the days we purchased it, it worked well and was sufficient for us to do what we needed, including catching up on work emails and tasks. Here's another hot tip. If one of you is an Android user, you might be able to purchase the internet for one device and hotspot the Wi-Fi to allow other devices to connect. This wasn't just a cruise. It was a true trans-Pacific crossing. We sailed a total distance of 13,375 kilometers, or 6,682 nautical miles. There's something truly special about being surrounded by the vastness of the ocean, day after day. We did experience some small rough seas heading over from Sydney to New Zealand, enough to feel it in bed at night, but honestly, it wasn't anything too bad, and after that, it was pretty smooth sailing the rest of the trip. Weather-wise whilst at sea, it was quite cool heading from Sydney to New Zealand and for a day after leaving NZ, with some overcast and rainy days, and somewhere it was a bit windy. We experienced the fun traditions, like the crossing the equator ceremony, and the incredible atmosphere when we officially crossed into Hawaiian waters. The ship threw an amazing party, complete with a balloon drop. And a cool bonus, crossing the international date line meant we got to experience the same day twice. It was a Wednesday, appearing as 9A and 9B in the itinerary and app, which was pretty neat. We've already shared dedicated videos on each region, but let's do a quick run-through of our lasting impressions of the ports. Sydney provided an unforgettable start. New Zealand wowed us with its breathtaking natural beauty, from Picton's stunning Marlborough Sounds to Wellington's charming cityscapes and Auckland's vibrant waterfront. French Polynesia, despite some mixed weather, welcomed us warmly with music and markets, and Moria's and Raiatea's beauty truly shone through. Finally, arriving in Hawaii was excitement, and exploring Honolulu, from Waikiki's incredible beaches to the iconic Kualoa Ranch and a truly special encounter with the Honu, was absolutely captivating. We didn't participate in any organized shore activities, preferring to navigate the ports in our own time. For some of the ports, like Moorea and Raiatea, we would probably look to do a tour next time to see more of these islands and their natural beauty, as the locations where the tenders dropped us off were typically not near anything, especially in Moorea, where everything was a 30-minute car ride away or a 2-hour walk one way. So, what are our honest thoughts on this 21-day Trans-Pacific cruise? Would we do this cruise again? Absolutely. It was truly an incredible journey, a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. We loved the mix of fun, relaxation, travel, and adventure. Cruises really are a build-your-own-adventure way to travel. They can be as relaxing, adventurous, or jam-packed as you want to make them. The Quantum of the Seas proved to be an excellent floating home, with endless activities and decent dining options. If you're considering a similar long-haul cruise, our top advice is to embrace the journey, make the most of the ship's offerings, and be prepared for anything, from a sudden downpour to a delightful sun shower as you sail away. It was an experience that exceeded our expectations, connecting us with incredible places and creating memories that will last a lifetime. If you enjoyed this ultimate review, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more travel adventures, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future uploads. Thanks so much for following along on our 21-day Trans-Pacific journey. It's been an absolute blast sharing it with you all.